everybody, Trainer Joe here. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to talk about, should you put your overweight child on a diet? Before we get into it, please subscribe so you don't miss a video. If your child is overweight, let's just pull back and ask, now, why is that? Okay. Obviously, something's not happening right. Too many parents, though, they want to focus on what's wrong with the child. Now, don't tune me out here, but when really the bigger issue is you got to focus more on you. Okay, if you can't tell your child no, you're going to have bigger problems than them being overweight. Okay, you've got to be the parent. Too many parents think they're grandparents. You're not the granddaddy that gives them whatever they want. You're the parent. I remember when our kids were playing soccer one year, and after the game, I had a van load of kids, my kids, other kids, and we went through McDonald's, and everybody started yelling what they wanted from McDonald's. And I just went to the window and they said, "May I help you, sir?" And everybody said, "I want a Big Mac. I want a milkshake." And I said, I counted how many kids there were, and I said, "I'd like 5 hamburgers and 5 waters." And nobody was really excited about that because some didn't like pickles, some like, you know what? They just played a game and they were hungry and they needed food. Too often we want to accommodate for every little thing our kids want, and then we wonder, why are they overweight? You've got to be the parent. Get rid of the stuff in the house that might be causing a problem. Oh, but they love Pop-Tarts. I know I'm going to come across in a way I don't necessarily want to come across, but you've got to be the parent. You can sit down with your, and you know what makes it hard? If you're in the middle of a divorce, good luck with that, because nobody wants to tell their child no, and I see it all the time. And suddenly you've got an overweight child because two parents. It ain't the child. Y'all got to come together and say, for the sake of our child, we have to come to agreement and say, son or daughter, we love you. Your father and I have decided this is what's best, and you've got to do it. There's no reason for a 6-year-old, 8-year-old, or 10-year-old to be overweight. There's a syndrome called Prader-Willi syndrome where the child is always hungry. And you know what the doctors tell you to do? Lock up the food. You've got to take this more seriously. But what parents tend to do is use food as a pacifier. I don't know why my child's overweight. Well, because you're trying to make this easier on you by giving your child a pacifier instead of telling them no. Do you want your child to talk too much? What if your child talked all the time? Would you tolerate that? Do you want your child to play video games 12 hours a day? That's too much. You are in charge to say that's too much. Do you want them to drink too much? Anything too much? Well, eating too much is just another one of those things. Do not use it as a pacifier. Love your child enough to tell them no. That may seem like a hard word. Hey, go to counseling, but don't just accept this. Be the parent. Train your brain, transform your body.